Hello, this is a short tutorial on how to download audio plugins and get them working on your computer. I sent you the link to this particular site the other day. If you can't find that link, then do a search for TAL Audio and you will eventually end up here at this site and click on products, and then you'll see this whole list of uh, free plugins that they have, and they're quite good considering they're free. They have some effects, and they have some instruments. So let's find the Vintager. There we go, the VST Vintager, TAL Vintager, and click on here. Here's the page you can read about it. Click on Downloads, and then you get a choice of downloading the PC version or uh, the Mac version. Now, in your browser, it's already set up to download somewhere. I've set up, and you can change that, or you can check that out in the preferences. Um, Somewhere in the preferences will tell you where uh, will give you an option as to where any file from the internet will be downloaded. So I've set mine up to download to the download file, download folder. So let's click on this and it will download, and there it was, and there it's unzipping. And now let's go over to the Finder and find it. So here it is, the downloads folder. Here is the zip file. This is the zip file. And then I have my Stuffit expander set up to automatically unzip. If it didn't automatically unzip on your computer, double click on it. If it still doesn't unzip, that means you don't have Stuffit expander installed. So do a search for Stuffit, and you will find this Stuffit standard, which is free. Download that and you'll be able to unzip any zipped internet file. So where do we put this VST, and what is a VST? Virtual Studio Technology is what it stands for, and that is a Steinberg Yamaha invention. Um, Apple also has their own version of plugins called Audio Units, which is a dot component file. This one is VST. Live reads both VST and audio units, but they have to be, and any music software that reads plugins will read all the plugins that you have, and you only have to put them in one place on your computer for all the different software to read them. So where is that place? Well, it is on your hard drive. At the root of your hard drive, you'll find the folder called Library. In the library, you'll find the folder called Audio. In the audio file, in the audio folder, you will find the folder called Plugins, and there we are, the folder for VST. The folder for audio units is Components up here. You can see all these are dot components, and all these here are dot VSTs. So again, once you put them here, you don't have to put them any other place for every music software that uses VST to find them. It's just one place. You don't have to have different places. It's just one place. And again, that one place is your hard drive. At the root of your hard drive, the library. Inside the library is the file called audio. Inside the audio file is folder. I keep confusing folder and file. So inside the library folder is the audio folder. Inside the audio folder is the plugin folder. Inside the plugin folder is the VST folder. So we're going to, oh, I didn't put this on. Sorry about that. So we are going to drag this VST file over to the VST folder. And I already have one there, so I'm going to replace it. And let's just double check. I have lots of plugins, as you can see. Here is the VST, the TAL Vintager. And again, that's going to show up in any music software that reads VST. Um, so let's take a look at Logic. Oops, Live, let's take a look at Live. in the, let's just clean this up here. Click on the little plug icon, which stands for plugins, as opposed to the live devices, which come built into Live, and which we dealt with recently. The plugin folder, is for third-party plugins. We have audio units here and VSTs here. So we're going to look for the Vintager in the local folder, and then we're going to find it. You can see the little icon here. These are all VSTs. So here's the TAL Vintager. You can either double click and it'll open a new MIDI channel, or you can click and drag, and here we go. Boop! It opens the it creates a MIDI channel, and it opens the instrument's GUI, the graphic user interface. So let's get rid of this for now. And so here we are, and here is the Vintager there. So how do we get it to play? Good question. First of all, let's get the little red circle. Red circle. Put this to all instruments at the moment. Just leave it there at all instruments, because we're going to use the computer keyboard. You can see that it gives choices of what to use, so you can actually have multiple MIDI controllers controlling multiple instances. You can have as many instances of the same MIDI thing as you want, or different ones, and you can then even assign different MIDI controllers. And each of these instances of this same instrument can have different different presets and different MIDI controllers. So let's get rid of these again. Oop. And come on, that and that. So okay, so here, down here, we have Live has given us a drop-down window for the various presets of this particular instrument. Let's put in ramp bass. And we're going to use the computer keyboard. First, we're going to have to activate this MIDI channel by pressing on this, and then we have to make sure that this button up here, the music keyboard, is on. That way we can make some sound. So I'm going to hit the keys on the keyboard A through K. Okay, it's chromatic also. So A is C. A is the pitch C. W is the pitch C sharp. S is the pitch D. E is the pitch D sharp. D is the pitch E. F is the pitch F, and up. Okay. You also have octave shifts and velocity shifts, and I'll get to that in class. So what we can do, just to give you an example, is you can record into a MIDI clip, just as you can an audio clip. So this is a MIDI clip, and I'm going to be playing on the computer keyboard. Wonderful. There it is. I'm not playing it, it's playing back, and you can actually see it just as you can, and it loops. You can stop it. So just as in the audio channels, you have the channel view and the clip view. Same for a MIDI channel. You have the channel view and the clip view. Okay, and let's go back to the channel view and click on this little wrench thing, and you have the GUI back here. And if you change the presets, you can see all the settings change. And on Tuesday, I will give you a tutorial on vintage synthesizers. See you then.